How's everybody doing? This is a little bit about me. Somehow I opened up my computer and it turned on to football scores and everything was 37-13. And the thing about 37 and 13, they're the same thing. First of all, they total 50, which is 2 days and 2 hours. 2 and 2. When you subtract them, it becomes the 24-hour day. Right on midnight. Right on 12. Not only that, the day my son was born, the night before, there was a football game that was scored 26-24. Now, it was a special game because the teams were wearing Tampa Bay colors, road, if I remember, against Minnesota. 37-13 is 50, 26-24 was 50. The first game that happened at this score was in 1973, all the corners. It is 39 years later since that time. In 1991, it happened again. I'm only talking about specific dates now. December 9th, the one that happened the earliest, happened in it was Philadelphia against the Bengals, and Philadelphia lost. 39 years ago, the two teams in 1979. Why does this team say 79, the other one 73? Let me take a check. 1973, and 1979, Yes, in 1979, what was funny about that game, it was on October 28th. It's the day my grandfather died, but 9 years earlier. They had scored on that day, yards SL. I don't know what it means, but it's 260, like 622.6. It's the letter Z and the letter O. O and Z together are the 15th letter and the 26th letter expressing 41, the Mediterranean, communication on the east. It happened again on December 9th, Buffalo Bills of 1973 in New England. It happened again in 1991, Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati, on that same day, or the night before, I think it was. The score was 26-24 for Minnesota. Both 50s. Now, what I'm getting to is that 26-24, 24 hours of the day, 26, and 24, it's the same 2-hour opening between 24 and 26. It's like saying 11-11. Just like saying 37 hours, 13 hours over the 24 hours, 13 hours is at 1 o'clock. The reflection of it is 11. It's 11-11. The 13 score is a reflection of 11-11 again. 11-11 happens 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after every basic north. I call it the north. When it does the north, it does the south down here. When it does the east, 11-11, it does the west. Because you can also do 11-11 around 3, 9, 6, and 12. You can do it around the clock. Which way do you want to go? So all these times bring it to now. Since December 9th, there's never been another December 9th, 11-11, although there were 20 games that were 37-13, a total of 1,000 points. 20 is the world. Week 1. Then all of a sudden, 1973, it was week 13 that it happened. Then we go over 9, then week 14, then week 15, and week 12, and week 17, and week 11, and week 5, and 2, and 4. The last 2 times it happened were in week 11 and week 10. Now I think we're into week 13 in the football right now, or 12. So that's right around the time of 1973. 39 years later, which is the exact mark. They can't go another mark. So I have to see what happened in 1973. You see, don't forget you're building on things. In 1991, what happened? Only because of all these 11/11s. That now you have, do we have any November? We have a November 6th. We have a November 21st. The last one that happened. And now it's 21 years. Oh, it works out perfectly for this weekend. And the letters that come out of it are P-A-N-Z-E, pansy. Now, that's like the circle of life. But pansy, trapanzy, and at the same time this popped into me. What was funny? It was I was reciting to myself, London bridges falling down. What if a bridge did fall down? So they stop all the traffic. But what if the second bridge falls down? Like in the war times, and they bomb 2 bridges. I'm just talking like in the war times. Then all of a sudden, there's only 2 ways out of New York City. And now they got you for help. They're here to help you. Go this way, sir. Go this way, sir, and all of a sudden you're jammed in traffic, army men all alongside, you can't figure out, and the FEMA doors open up. Which weekend will it happen? Will it happen before? Will it happen after? Is it happening for safety and precautious reasons? Don't forget, 2, 5, and 8, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? 2, 5, and 8 are 2 teams, 4, 5, and 6 are 2 teams. Plus those in the earth, of course. The fingertips of everything. The entrapment of all. What did you say? Communication. What do you mean communication? The minute you hear something, vote. You're ready to vote. The minute there's something online, take a vote, win $10, you're ready to waste 20 minutes of your time to vote, to try and get $10 into your pocket. I'm quite sure if you picked up your understanding of communication, you wouldn't have to jump into all these areas. This is part of our communication. This is what's left of Rubik's Cube after it's finished. You can hold it on these 2 sides, and you can turn your cube. Wrong. There is no cube to turn. Only this row can be turned when you're holding this. Otherwise, you turn it to this row and you hold these. So they line you up just like zebras, and then they stripe you and stamp you and tell you, so I don't know, some kind of nuclear thing was in the air and we have to change all our clothes and you never get your clothes back again. Only go to where you need to go. Don't go because you think you have to go. Now, irregardless, unless we become a team, one, united understanding within the mind, and it will not happen until communication happens. And communication means a better understanding. It's not about love. Communication is about love. Love is not about communication. Communication is about love. Without the love of wanting, you can never communicate. Without the truth, there is actually no love, but a hindrance. Without love, there is no want. With no want, there is no will to communicate. So without love, there's nothing. This is what's left over from the word love. And that's all you need, my friends. Count all the directions. There are 3 at a time you can go. This is a soccer ball setup, my friends. The soccer ball set up all in here, and this will become the soccer ball. At the same time, it'll become the baseball. It's the same thing. You may see different, but it's not. Is there anything out there that's going to happen? I don't know, but I'm going to look into something right now. And one of the things I was going to look into were these 2 things. This and this. When this bubble grows, it goes here. All of a sudden, once this grows, the light, in order for it to grow, has to be with it, or this goes out. So they take that light, and they put it here. And now you got a queen. You got the tail and the queen. You got a sperm. The O and the I make sperm. The 15th letter and 9 make 24X. And that's what comes out of it, the X-Man. That's what you come out, right there. 1 stick, 2 sticks, 3 sticks, 4 sticks, and the body is your egg, and the light is your head. The O and the I, number 24. The 24th letter is the X, and that stands for 2 and 4 is 6. 6, 9, 17. 24 and the smallest make 33, the command and the creation of the I. Je aime. Another thing I wanted to mention is the allegor, and right now only from the simple numbers, it is 1331, which is 11 times 11 times 11, which is Herbert Hoover, which is Hoover Dam, which is the amount of moons in 1,002 years. Do you know why 1,002? There is no 1,002. Only a 1,001. 1,000 came along in 1,002 to bring on 1776, which was actually 7, 7, and 4. Minus the 2 computer plus the 2 computer. Is he real? He's probably more real than anything else. He can probably create his body out of thin air because he was built. And his instructions are in his Bible. And why are the instructions in his Bible? Because he knows how to do it his way, the right way, for the way, and he lets people know how it has to be done. And they follow the rules, and they come back with what? Well, I believe the owners of the Alagod are the lizard people. The what do you call them again? And I think it's them because they make everything in doubles. And since they make everything in doubles in this world, we happen to be part of the double group. So we happen to be part of that Allah computer, if you want to call it a god or whatever you want to call it, because it brings in, it reads the stars, it reads everything. I'm just taking a guess, but it has to read everything. It has to be able to read all the encryptions. So alley up and alley oop and alley out. Find you in an alley, in a dark alley. What else is there? What's funny about Monopoly is the 10th position is Connecticut, and the 8th and the 9th is Vermont, towards the green. There was a football player in 1991 that was in the magazine, Desmond Howard, and it says 45, which is the foxhole. It says 77, and that's his equipment. It says he was born on Rubik's Pi, and his number was 21777. Why? Because his name is Howard. RD, how hard will you try? RD is third. If you're getting third in number 21, it's 3 7s. But when he was born, Desmond, he was getting second, ND, and third. He's NRD, he's NR'd, he's Endard, he's crossed with the good word. December 9th, till this year is 21 years. What's funny about the letter H and the letter R is in both words the A comes first. So who says the A is first without the H? What's funny is about the AH, saying H, the 1 and the 8th letter, makes up the R letter of 1 and 8. 1 and H, 1 and 8 is the 18th letter, which is R, which sounds like R, 1 in the first letter and the 18th letter. Make it 19 is S. It says ours. It says hairs. It says the air is ours, the H. A-C-H-E. In French, they call it the ash. Maybe because it's the burnt dust from our thoughts, the light going up and down. What do we emanate from us as we go up and down? Oh, little gas. Maybe that's what it is. A little spark. Hey, God, I know you're up there. Gave me a spark this time. Whoa! What a smell. Feeling of the interior decoration of what you just ate. Only kidding. It's rare that I do that. There are so many things. I was working on this, but I can't work on everything. So we have 2 lines that look like T. We cross them together and cut out the bottom. And now we have the H. We leave it with the bottom. We're talking about combination rows. There should be a row here and a row here, but now they're together. A row here and a row here, now they're together. And a row here and a row here, now they're together. We can't live in the middle. We have to live on this side or this side. We are already in the middle, but we can't be in the middle because what's in the middle is what makes the other part of the middle. See, the middle is like the apple, and it goes all the way around us. And wherever we are, we're in the middle. It's just the way we are. We don't have to be any closer to the middle than to the edge, than to the up and the down, because the center is inside of us. Whether it comes off the wall or whatever it is, it's coming off of all sides. We get a 360 degree all the way around. What is all the way around Rubik's Cube? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. It's 36. We get 36 times 360 equals, we get to see, listen to this, the answer is 1296, okay, which is 8 times 12 is 96. So that's exactly what we get to see around us. Forget about the first, the first and the last, the 0 and the 1. We get to see 296 of 360 degrees. I don't know what that means, but there's something missing, and that has to do again with time. Our time is screwed up. Our time is very screwed up somehow. I'm quite sure if you were on the ocean right now, you'd see time a lot differently, and that's why the speeds on the ocean were changed for knots instead of kilometers. Is it because you have to calculate the distance of the ocean going back by the time of the amount going forward in order to find the knot in between the whole thing? Is actually the time. I mean, you can run your boat motor and turn and turn and turn and turn at 2 miles an hour, but if the ocean's going 4 miles an hour, you're going to keep losing 2 miles. So you always got to look at things that way. Whatever you relate to is getting onto a walkway and going forward while it's going the complete opposite way while you make up 1 foot. You've made up 10 feet and only went forward 1 foot. Oh, there's just so many things. I'm just doing a little bit the surface of just about everything, because the minute I get into something, all that happens is stuff like this. I just start going off, and this is the center from go to jail all the way to jail, and this is from go. Don't forget, go to jail and go. So who's going where? This goes this way, this goes this way. You notice this? This one property takes up the whole property of go. Then I move it forward twice. 1, 2. This property would move up to here. So there would be 2. There would be 1 here is 2, 1 here is 3, 1 here would end 4, 1 here would end 5, then 1 here would end 6. 6 of my properties go straight across the board. But I go 9 plus, I don't count the corners now. This one goes 9, this one goes 6. This one has 5 properties, this one has 6. This one has 6 properties, this one has 5. They each have a train track. Chance, community chest, boardwalk, park place. Going to get the ring. 4%, 10% of your mind, the train track, Mediterranean, the Baltic, Connecticut, Vermont, Oriental, B&O Rail, Marvin Gardens, Waterworks, Electric Company, Tennessee, New York, States, Virginia. Isn't it funny the way Virginia is the 15th one? Am I correct or incorrect? 1, 2, 3, 4. Virginia is the 15th one, right? But it's the 4th one, counting this as go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Virginia. And then you keep going. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then it's corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then it's corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jail. And it's the same thing all the way around. When it comes to 9, it's something different. 59 on the clock changes the clock, but 5 and 9 on the clock is 14, and it brings you around again. So we stop on the clock at 54, which is love of Rubik's Cube, because once you count to 54, it says the word it. Now, people have heard me to say the word idiot. Please, it's not idiot. Okay? It's not idiot. When I say it or idiot, the word idiot, the word in the word idiot is the word toe. It means you're not putting your hand on something. It's a 29 and 29 is 58. It represents A and B. You have it and you have it. You have one toe for the two matters. It, toe, it. 29, like tic-tac-toe. Well, once you tic-tac-toe everything, you've done your 360 degrees. You win the game. You win the board. It doesn't matter if you went straight for the answer. It doesn't matter if you crisscrossed everything. As long as you did your 360 degrees and you remember how to do it next time, that's good enough. It's all about love, my friends, because love is communication. So when you hear love, understand it's communication. If you don't understand communication, Okay, then maybe you really don't understand love. It doesn't mean I understand anything at all. It doesn't mean I have to understand anything at all because I say all of what I say. All it means is this is what's coming off my voice. This is what you're hearing. You take it as you wish because it's for your wish that you wish to watch a lot more. And the more of the better of the understanding of one is the understanding between two. For it is one broken heart that revives two hearts. 7286, thank you.